Presbyterian Church.
And I'm Pastor Cindy from Pines Presbyterian Church.
And today we have an awesome heroine. A heroine is a female hero from the Bible. Today we're going to learn about Esther. All right, Cindy, take us away.
This is the story of Esther. Long, long ago, in a far, far away land, was a beautiful young maiden. Her name was Esther. And there was a king of the land, and the king was in need of a wife. So he sent out his scouts to find the most beautiful woman in the kingdom for him. And along they found Esther, the most beautiful maiden of all. Esther was married to the king, and eventually the king's favorite man, Haman, decided that he should be so powerful that everyone should bow down to him. Well, the trick was, Esther was actually a Jew, and Esther's uncle, Mordecai, say that one weird with me, Mordecai, yes, what a weird name, he would not bow down to anybody but the Lord, his God. And this man, Haman, who thought he was the best in all the kingdom, wanted everyone to bow down to him. But Mordecai said, no, I don't think so. And Haman said,
I want you to bow down to me.
But Mordecai still refused. So Haman went to the king and said, King, you need to kill all these Jews because they won't bow down to me. I don't like them. I don't want them here. You need to kill them. So there was a plan in place that every Jew should be killed. But then Esther, the secret Jew, went to her king and said, but I'm actually a Jew. I don't want you to kill all the Jews. And the king realized that Mordecai in the past had actually saved him from being killed himself. So the king went to Haman and said, what should I do for this man that pleases me? And Haman thought, oh, he's talking about me. I'm going to get some praise. I'm going to get some honor. I'm going to get some glory. You should send him out like a prince. But the king was actually talking about Mordecai, who saved him before. Well, so Haman was very disappointed to find out that Mordecai, the man who wouldn't bow down to him, was now getting praised like a king. And Esther again said, please, 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 don't kill the Jews. And the king said, nope, I'm not going to kill any of the Jews. Jews are good people. But Haman, you're kind of nasty, so bye-bye. And that's the story of Esther. She stood up for her people. She was a Jew, and she saved Jews.
Whoa, Esther was a pretty brave queen. You know, as Pastor Cindy told us, she was the only Jewish person in the entire palace, and her people were in danger. So she alone stood up for them and saved them. You know, sometimes it's really hard to be the only person of your kind in a group that isn't like you. And sometimes being Christian and going to school and believing in Jesus at the same time is hard when nobody else around you has ever been to church or even knows what this whole being Christian thing is all about. Have you ever been to school and maybe you were wearing a cross necklace or you had a bracelet or something, and someone asked you, hey, why are you wearing that? Or that looks pretty silly. Have you ever had to explain church to someone? Sometimes it's hard to be a little bit different, but we must remember to be brave, just like Queen Esther. Just because we believe in something and someone else might not believe in it doesn't make us any less of a person. In fact, it makes us pretty cool. You know, Jesus, pretty cool guy. So the fact that we believe in him and that we know about him just allows us to share that belief with other people when they ask us about it. So if somebody starts asking you, hey, what's that funny cross thing that you've got on your backpack? Or maybe, what's that thing you have around your neck? Or, why can't you come over to play on Sunday morning? Well, that's an opportunity. We call that an opportunity to share the light. That's because Jesus is like a light in your heart. When the whole world seems dark, Jesus is our hope and our light. And so we get to share that light with other people, and we get to say, well, let me tell you about the love of Jesus. This is why I go to church. I believe. And let them ask you questions. It's okay. People are going to be curious. But just because you're the only one doesn't mean that it's wrong. We must be brave like Queen Esther. So remember that anytime you feel different for anything, it's okay. As long as you are standing up for what is right, it is okay to be standing alone. Well, friends, I'm going to turn us over to the end of our lesson today. Wow, we learned a lot about Queen Esther today. She was a true Bible hero. You know, there's so much more that we can learn from this story. You should ask your parents about it tonight as you're eating dinner with them. I bet they have a lot of questions that you could even answer for them. Well, kids, we're excited to see you in 2 more days. And as we're waiting for that time, you remember, go out there and be strong.
Be brave.
And go out there and save this world with love.
Goodbye.